Yes, I had the conversation, but this is what you can simply describe as terminological inexactitude. Most of what he has said are far away from truth. This is as simple as that, because I don't want to use the other word of that you usually give to people who say something that is not true, because of my moral upbringing. But I think most of what he has said has serious negative implications, especially coming from someone who should be an elder statesman, being a former governor and a serving minister of the Federal Republic. I think he should be guided by certain principles that are socially accepted to speak to public. It is not the right time to respond to this, but what I will say is that the government of Dr. Dawda Lawal is determined, is focused, it has a direction, and it cannot be distracted by any form of antagonistic attitude coming from the opposition. And again, the implication is when people of such, caliber speak to public with that kind of content, it is creating a very wrong impression and then giving the wrong, training to the upcoming generation. It is indeed something that is socially, hated for a person of such caliber to be bringing issues without facts, just by whims and caprices, and then talking to public. It is unfortunate. It is, rejected in our society today. So we shall respond at the right time. Because if you listen to the interview, in this particular point, he will make a point, and in the next point, he will contradict himself. And if he has all these kinds of allegations, the question one should be asking the former governor is, why didn't he bring those kinds of allegations before the elections in order to win elections? If they are realistic, why bringing them now? What I'm trying to make people understand is that it is a poorly rehearsed script, but unfortunately for the actor to make the presentation, he spoiled everything. It took them several months to plan how to make this kind of explanation to the public. And I know what is triggering off this kind of baseless comments about the government of Dr. Dawda Lawal is because he has already triggered off the demons in them by making capital projects that are welcomed by the people. If you follow our videos in around Benin Rua axis, when the governor went to inspect the project, he was greeted with a lot of jubilations. People are happy about that, and he will not be distracted. So we shall respond at the right time. This is just a tip of the iceberg. And what I'm saying is that we should disabuse our minds from such statements from people that are supposed to be leaders and role models. It is unfortunate, like I said, it is unfortunate. It is very dishonorable for a person of his caliber to be making such allegations. In fact, let me give you an example. He was saying that one person called the governor 100 times. This is unrealistic. This is impossible for someone to call you in a day 100 times. This looks like a similitude to what he has said earlier when he was defeated in election, that in every polling unit there were more than 50 soldiers. And if you put the calculation, you can see how many hundreds of thousands of soldiers you will see. So Zamfara people are used to this kind of unnecessary vituperations, and they don't hold water. The Zamfara people of 1999 are not the people of 2023. They are focused, and they have understood what is called development. And they are focused, they are supportive to the government. We call on people to disregard this and pay attention to prayers so that permanent solutions will be provided by the government of Dawda Lawal in his realistic and honest decision to rescue